Marvel's The Fantastic Four: First Steps. Is that the title?
You're talking about the new one.
Yeah.
I think it's called First Steps. Yeah.
Well, this is Disney's first chance for a Fantastic Four movie. Marvel has already done 3 times before, so this is Marvel's fourth chance. Even though it's from 20th Century Fox, Marvel was involved, but again, this is Disney's first chance. Now, before we get into it, I believe that The Incredibles is the true Fantastic Four movie.
Fantastic Store is a great brand.
Fantastic Four movie. But we're going to go over the live action versions, one being because the Silver Surfer is involved. And then we're going to look at the one that almost killed the franchise that came out several years later. On Rotten Tomatoes, the Fantastic Four. On Rotten Tomatoes, shut up. On Rotten Tomatoes, Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer is currently ranked at 37% by the critics and 51% by the audience. Flame on. Or I could say, flame on. Welcome back to Tales of Two Bros. My name is Angel.
I'm Adon.
Where we give a review at least once a week. Spoiler alert. So, Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer came out in 2007, 2 years after the Fantastic Four of 2005. Now, this had a budget, I believe, at $130 million, and it made about $310 worldwide. So it was still a hit, even though it still sucks. Can you back me on that on the numbers?
Oh, I thought you were going to say, can you back me on it, like, because it sucks?
Oh, well, we'll get to that.
So talking about the numbers, estimated budget of $130 million with a gross worldwide of 301, just under 302.
It wasn't 310?
No, not by IMDb standards, at least.
But it was still a success.
I mean, based on what I understand, if you make more than double,
right,
traditionally you're bordering, if not already successing.
Right. So it was success. Like they made a third one, even though this one sucked. They could have done it, but they just saw it was financially a success, but critic-wise and audience bad. I watched it on Disney Plus, and I had trouble watching it. I didn't like it the first time I saw it. I thought it was Galactus was a cloud or a mist. The only thing that was good for me, in my opinion, Johnny Storm, Chris Evans, he knocked it out of the park playing that character, and Silver Surfer. He was awesome. And just like Darth Vader, you had 2 people playing the role. You had Lawrence Fishburne playing the voice, and you have that one actor who's like in Pan's Labyrinth and all that stuff. He played Silver Surfer.
Doug Jones.
Yes,
he does a lot of creature films, a lot of horror films. He's done a lot of work that way.
Right. Well, because of his height and all that stuff. Michael Chiklis, he was the thing. He was okay. He was pretty good, but but for me, it was Johnny Storm and Silver Surfer for this. I could not stand Sue Storm in the sense of how she looked. The obvious fake contacts and the wig. It just took me out.
So, which is funny because I don't know if you watched the first one.
No, I didn't watch the first one for this. I just watched this.
So in the first one, she didn't wear a wig. They just dyed her hair. They bleached her hair. This one, they went with the wig. And I probably said this before on some other videos, but I found this out later in life because I wasn't as big as a Fantastic Four fan. In the comics, it is canon that Sue Storm wears wigs. She has a collection of wigs that she loves to wear.
Was she Jewish?
No. Why is that a Jewish thing?
It's a Jewish thing. Like a certain sect of Jewish women, when they go out in public, they wear a wig.
Oh,
when they go out in public, and when they're home, they don't wear. It's kind of like it's just tradition, like Hasidic Jews. That's some, not all. And,
okay.
They wear the skirts when they go out, but when they're home or at the JCC, they wear regular clothes. So and they don't wear the wig. So
okay.
So anyway,
news to me, but whatever. I mean, that's just something they could have easily written that off in the scripts, in the stories.
Did she have blue eyes in the comic? I mean, in the original, did she have like fake blue eyes?
I want to say she did. I think that's a consistency thing that they still had the blue eyes. But yeah, no, I mean, that could have easily been written off in the story of the script just to write that off. Or maybe they just thought, hey, we could pull it off.
Yeah, but it just like, for me, it just took me out because obviously Jessica Alba is mixed. She was like Latina and like other things as well. She's totally mixed, and it takes me out when you put like those fake blue eyes, like they just like you can obviously tell it's a contact, and the hair is just so out of place. I couldn't focus. And then you have Mr. Fantastic, played by I can't say that name. Eon
Eon.
Ian. Okay, Ian Gruffudd.
Adequate, would you say?
He was all right. I had trouble with the special effects with his
Oh,
powers.
you wouldn't have liked it in the first one. It was better in the
Well,
second
no,
one.
it's just so stupid because like they have him like reach out or kick something really long, and his clothes go with him. That's bullshit. It's not like the Mr. Incredibles or the new Fantastic or not the Fantastic Four from the remake where the clothes adapt to the person's abilities. No, he's wearing regular suits and stuff like that, and it stretches with him. Whereas a lab coat, he's reaching for something, it goes with him. It's like, no, your lab coat will stay there, and your arm or your leg, whatever, will go extending out. Anyway,
I mean,
again,
okay, so they explained that
or
part for the costumes, how that
yes, but I'm
works.
talking about regular clothes though.
No, I
That's what I'm talking
understand.
about.
Yeah, I get
Like
where
if
you're coming from.
like okay, like Johnny Storm when he flames on and he doesn't wear when it's not the costume,
It
everything
burns.
else gets on. It burns,
Like he
right?
says, this is like a something, something suit or a Gucci or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But I don't know. I mean, this movie was okay. It's the same people who gave us X-Men, and X-Men I think is great the way it's done. The later Fantastic Four, the 2015 one, we'll talk about our next review. It feels very X-Men style. Here it feels, as they say, campy. The only selling point, in my opinion, was the Silver Surfer. Galactus again was not impressive. Again, it was a mist. It was a cloud. It was like the same energy or whatever that from Deadpool and Wolverine or Loki, the
What do you mean the
underworld
same
thing that
energy?
mist that sucked that devoured everything in its path when it went
Oh,
to the underworld or whatever.
you're just talking about it's just some mysterious cloud creature that just devours everything, like Green Lantern.
Yeah. They're supposed to be parallax. Yeah.
Yeah.
So no. Do you have a favorite moment?
Human Torch is chasing
Yes.
Silver Surfer from the wedding. That's a dope sequence. That's a really
Yes.
good sequence, and it shows like what Silver Surfer, some of the things Silver Surfer can do as a character,
Yes.
which is really cool. I would say that's arguably the best scene.
Yeah. I think so too. I heavily enjoyed that because yes, like you said, it showed what a little bit of what the Silver Surfer can do. And going through solid buildings, he is part of the board, so he can go through the board and end up on the bottom, as he showed there, and how fast he can move and all that. Yes, that was really cool. And then Johnny trying to keep up with him by the mere touch of the Silver Surfer, he becomes a Silver Scroll or a Super Scroll.
You kind of, yeah, which that I had a little bit of issue with that, but that's just them trying to.
Well, what is it?
They're saying the Silver Surfer powers work like a glitch towards those infected with the cosmic radiation, aka Doctor
Mm-hmm.
Doom, the other Fantastic
Mm-hmm.
Four members,
Mm-hmm.
and that the powers come from the surfboard. This is the inner geek in me. Like, no, it comes from Norrin Rad. The surfboard is like Mjolnir Mamia to
Well, I
Thor.
don't know. I don't know the lore that much of the Fantastic Four, so I don't know that because and Galactus and Silver Surfer came through the pages of the Fantastic Four
True, that's true.
by Jack Kirby.
Here's the thing. I remember the Fantastic Four. I don't know if I read more of it than you did, but I remember the
Mm-hmm.
cartoons. There was like
Mm-hmm.
2 iterations, maybe 3 iterations of the animated series for the Fantastic Four. Then there was also the Silver Surfer animated series that they had. So like Norrin Rad's character is like one of the staple characters they always introduce
Mm-hmm.
in
Mm-hmm.
every iteration. But the board is not what gives him power. The power it's in
Okay.
him.
Right.
The fact of the matter, and this is going into one of the food plots that I don't like. Also, it's a portion of power cosmic that is granted to him from Galactus. Case in point, like there's a story called Planet Hulk. The Hulk gets stranded on an alien planet.
Yeah.
In one version, Hulk has to fight Beta Ray Bill.
Mm-hmm.
In another version, he's literally fighting the Silver Surfer in
Right.
like gladiator matches.
Right.
Which is actually a very cool image. But it's not like Silver Surfer's holding his surfboard trying to whack at the Hulk. No, it's just
Mm-hmm.
the surfboards elsewhere.
I find also Fupa real quick that Doom knows how to ride a surfboard
Well, that's the thing.
off
Like
the bat.
it,
he, he knows off the bat.
it
Gets on
just
the
like
board.
it glues itself to the person the way they depict
But
it.
still, but still.
Well, jumping into the Fupa, that Galactus being a cloud creature it doesn't say anything, does it? I don't remember it saying anything to Norrad. Like Norrad just says,
no. He's saying stuff.
yeah,
He's the narrator a little bit here and there,
yeah,
and then yeah.
and then
I don't hear
he
I don't hear no conversation. I don't remember.
and then he literally takes out Galactus. He sacrifices himself to take out Galactus, which makes no sense to me.
Doesn't he fight Galactus at one time in the comic books? He goes against him
And loses.
Well, yeah,
Like
but
he
still,
he slows Galactus down just because Galactus is like confused and doesn't know. Like he's like, "Whoa, what? You turned on me? Like that's not cool."
mm-hmm.
And then he gets taken out quick.
And the ending of the film and credit, it led to either a spin-off for a solo project for Silver Surfer or another sequel for the Fantastic Four, because we see that he lives and the board comes back to him.
Yeah, I think they were supposed to be doing a third one, but it got a lot of critical issues with it.
Well, this the acting and it was just so cheesy. The film as a whole.
Silver Surfer makes a turn because like you look like my ex.
Exactly. It's like, but she was silver but she had blue eyes and she wore a blonde wig as well. Okay.
No, but no, actually, no. He looked. His species does look human in like almost every aspect. The silver is a reaction to being turned into a herald. Every herald gets turned differently.
No, I get it. I get it. I mean, I think it's cool though in the sense of when he lost. Who other hero or character that we know when they get detached from that energy source, their body changes too, because he was bright silver, but he dull silver, like he was like gray, like when he, you know what I'm saying? And there's another character, not just Thor, no, because I'm telling you, like when he changes, God, I just can't remember. It's like
you talking about from the movies or from the comics?
Either they need that source to live or to function.
I mean, Tony Stark gets a little gray.
No, but it's something else. I just can't.
If you take that arc reactor out from his chest, he goes a little.
He'll
gray.
Die. He'll die. For those listening, watching, let us know in the comments if you know another character that when their main source, as in this movie, showed, not in the comics, but this show that once the source leaves the host, that they start to weaken. God, I'm just trying to.
And you mean besides Thor turning into Donald Blake?
No, that's a secret identity.
Yeah, but that's also like, I mean, in the comics, it's also turned out to be like a whole new persona, like a whole different individual that Odin created. He like created a whole, so like it's his physique is literally completely different. Yeah. They're two different entities.
I can't think of it now. It popped in my head when I was watching it, but then it escaped me. For me, like again, one of the best moments was that
also Beta Ray Bill.
Surfer. What?
Beta Ray Bill looks less like a horse when he doesn't have Storm. Was it Storm? Not Stormbreaker.
Yeah, it's not Storm Chaser. Stormbreaker.
Well, wait. I thought that was. Oh no, because Stormbreaker became Thor's thing in the movies. Yeah.
Now, I had a problem, like you said. They like the movies do that. It becomes an Elseworld story where they combine other stories to make it fit theirs. Where they're Super Skrull, and the Skrulls were an enemy of the Fantastic Four for a long time, and they did surgery or did experiments to fight the Fantastic Four, where they had the Super Skrulls have the similar powers of the Fantastic Four, like the flexibility, the invisibility, the fire, the stone or brick.
Yeah.
They had that, but they made that into here. And I didn't mind that. I do find also the death of the general was pretty intense.
That's the most intense moment.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying he's on the ground trying to get up, trying to shoot the Dr. Doom, and Dr. Doom just like
and turns him into like a crystal and shatters him.
Yeah, and he's just there, just standing. I was like, oh man. But that was pretty much it. Like for me, Dr. Doom was unnecessary.
Unnecessary for the plot because basically it would have happened with or without Dr. Doom. It was just a way to make it so that Silver Surfer doesn't seem like a bad guy.
What's funny also, the Silver Surfer or the Fantastic Four 2015 Fantastic Four, the Dr. Doom looks similar to Silver Surfer Granted, more things added, but it kind of had the same like silhouette and the silver with some other energies going through him.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's not really original for Doctor Doom. I saw what they did with that body, fair to hear, but I just find it. I don't know. This is popcorn movie, but like stale popcorn.
Yeah. And now, don't get me wrong, Julian McMahon, the guy who played Doctor Doom, I do like him as Doctor Doom.
I
Uh,
can't stand
I
him from with his eyebrows. His,
I mean, they're
I mean,
usually
granted,
get behind a mask, but
I'm just saying in the real life. Oh, fortunately, he passed away, and he was also in The Runaways.
yeah.
And he was also from Nip and Tuck and Charmed.
I mean, a lot of these
Yeah,
actors have done other roles.
of course. No, of
After,
course.
like Michael Chiklis, he also had other superhero roles.
Like what?
He had a whole series. He had a show called No Ordinary
Oh,
Family,
that's right.
which is
That's right. I
literally
forgot
the
about.
Fantastic Four.
Oh my God, that's right. I totally forgot about that. Yes, he
Yeah,
did. That was very short lived.
that's more Fantastic Four than the Incredibles, because it's like it's a family that were human first, but then they get powers, and then they start
Uh-huh.
learning how to deal with their powers as a family at the
But
same
no, but
time.
like the Fantastic Four or the Incredibles, their names and stuff like that, or their abilities matches their personality,
Yeah, well,
and
in
that's what the
this way,
Fantastic
it kind of does too. In the
and
No
the
Ordinary
Fantastic
Family.
Four also that's supposed to be the powers mimic their personalities. Mr. Fantastic, he's out, he stretches because he has to, be there at all times, like or trying to trying to complete multiple tasks at once. So
Yeah,
he's like
he's
always,
ADHD.
right. And then Sue Storm, Invisible, is like insecurity, trying to hide. I
Or
don't
she feels she's unseen and so forth like that, and
right. Johnny Storm, hothead, always
impulsive.
the thing. He's supposed to be, the muscle, the brawn of the group. Well, Doom, I don't understand his powers because it's supposed to all happen at the same time.
So
And in a sense,
here's the wild thing, and I got in conversation with this at work. So someone asked me like, "What is Doctor Doom's powers?" I'm like, "Well, technically, Doctor Doom doesn't have. We're talking about from the comics. He doesn't
mm-hmm,
have powers like the Fantastic Four." And he's
mm-hmm,
the guy was like, he glitched. He's like, "I don't understand what you mean." Doctor Doom is if you take Iron Man and Doctor Strange and have a child. That is
mm-hmm.
Doctor Doom. He takes science and magic, merges the two together, and that's how he
Yeah,
has abilities. Because he's just a
yeah.
super smart guy.
But then in the movie, they got the powers all together,
Yes,
which is weird.
basically they just
And it
use
was
that as a fulcrum, or not fulcrum,
right,
as a method just to grant powers to Doctor Doom.
right,
They just didn't want to go with, oh, he's a smart guy and he can make technology.
right. It was lazy, but it's also like Magneto and Professor X in a sense. Like these guys were one time, according to the comics, they were close friends, I
Oh
believe.
yeah,
Right? Then
uh,
weren't they friends? And then they had different uh,
they
thoughts.
So this is the funny thing. In the comics, Reed would consider Doctor Doom a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Doctor Doom, at best, would have considered Reed Richards a colleague because
Uh-huh.
they were like college roommates. They went to the
Right.
same college. They
Uh-huh.
worked on the same experiment together. It was a experiment that had a mishap because Reed Richards was like, "Hey, there's a mess up in the formula," and Doctor Doom was like, "No, it's right." And he proceeded with the experiment anyways. And then it
Mm.
caused him to get like disfigured on his face, which I think in one comic it says it was just a scar, but he's like, it's imperfection.
So it was vain.
Yeah. Dr. Doom is extremely vain. Fun fact, that experiment was so he can go to Mephisto's realm because Mephisto,
Oh,
yeah, in the comics, his mother made a deal with Mephisto to help free her people. Don't make a deal
right.
with Mephisto, people.
Speaking of that, we got to do our review on Ironheart.
Maybe one day. Long story short, Doctor Doom made a deal with Mephisto, and the deal is every year, I think it's on his birthday, he would fight Mephisto for his mother's soul. Eventually, he frees his mother's soul with the help of Doctor Strange by betraying Doctor Strange, selling Doctor Strange's soul to Mephisto, and then
Of course.
then he betrays Mephisto by freeing Doctor Strange. And in the act, his mother disowned Doctor Doom, but because she's like, how could you betray your friend, even though Doctor Doom have no friends? In the act of doing that, she gets sent to heaven. So she did a Constantine.
Uh-huh.
Her soul's now pure. Doctor Doom doesn't get his mom, but she's in a heaven. He got the one up in some Mephisto. I love Doctor Doom stories. They're wild.
Well, this movie is really meant for kids. It felt like that. It felt like a very kids
It's very
friendly
much
movie.
so. Yes.
Yes, it's
All
a
the fun
different. It's a
things we're
different.
talking about are from other franchises.
Exactly. X-Men was very, to my opinion, was very adult, where this was the counter
Okay.
of
Yeah.
that. Now, granted, they have some of very adult themes at times and situations, but Silver Surfer for me was the standout. Followed by that was Johnny Storm.
What, you didn't like the thing?
No, it's like you look at it, and it's just it was okay. He was like you see like his eyes like where the mask stopped or the makeup stopped and where his eyes were.
You know, he pushed for that. They
Push
wanted
for
to
what?
do more CGI for the thing, and the actor Michael
Yeah.
pushed for the prosthetics.
Well, no, that's good because I think if they did it CGI, it would have been bad, especially back then.
Yes, I agree.
Back in that time, the
And I
CGI
think
would
that
have
was
been
actually
horrible.
a good choice to push for.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to do a review on the original Fantastic Four, the one straight to DVD. If you find it at Comic-Con, because once they made it, it was like put into shelf hell,
Well,
and that
the thing was they made it and they never sold it.
right. But there's copies out on Comic-Con. Like if you go to
Yes.
those places. I've seen it. I don't know how I saw it, but I seen it. I think I saw it on VHS somehow, and it is total trash. It is total trash. Like Doctor
Well,
Doom is talking,
that's
and
because
he's like
they
he's doing.
knew it was supposed to be a total trash. It was meant to just hold the rights.
I get it, but but you have like the kid from The Boy Who Could Fly, that movie, and the girl Sue Storm. She's on Superman and Lois. She's in Reacher. She was in Guiding Light at one time, but it was just funny. Like the thing looked horrific. Doctor Doom will talk, and he always talk like he moved his hands while he talked, so they can have that clinking sound. But it was so, oh my god, it was so bad. And the CGI in that was horrible, 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 horrible. But I just
Yep.
like to see it again to see how horrible it was. I just can't remember how bad it was. I just remember it was bad. But we go here back to Rotten Tomatoes because I really can't talk about this anymore because it's really bad. It's really bad. If they did a standalone Silver Surfer spinoff, I would have been happy because Lawrence Fishburne has a great voice.
Yes.
Doug Jones knows how to act or emote feeling through his body. So the combination of those two was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That for me was a stand. Like I wanted to see that performance again and again and again. I didn't care about everyone else. Sorry. But on Rotten Tomatoes, it is still ranked at 37% by the critics and 51% by the audience. Where would you rank it at?
I would go 60.
60?
Yeah, like it's fun for some parts. I actually kind of like the first one more. Even though I like the Silver Surfer, I just like the concept of the first one better.
I see that.
Because I can see watching this with like our cousins and their kids.
Yeah, the kids. Yeah, I mean, it is a good kids movie. The story overall wasn't really that good. Oh, I went on a wedding and they crashed the wedding, blah blah blah, because it's who they are, and then her like having the change of powers, and she goes naked. John is invisible. It's like he becomes the what do you call that thing? Or they can only touch him to get the powers or lose the powers. He was the medium, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
Which that always confused me. Like they all touch him, but the whole
And they
thing
all
was
get the
power swapping, and like no one got
right.
his
So
powers.
how they all get to him? Like they all gave him his powers. So what did they get?
He's like, we don't know what will happen if they cross streams.
Yes, it was very Ghostbusters. But the thing is, like, right? If he touches, like, so the thing is, like, it's like,
and
it's like metal alchemy. It's
all
alchemy.
four of their powers together. He's not Captain Planet. When their powers combined, their powers shouldn't trump
combined.
Their powers shouldn't trump the power of Cosmic from Silver Surfer.
Well, they were fighting Doctor Doom, right? At that time,
but Doctor Doom was working them.
True, but it's just
those Doctor Doom one-liners though need some better scripting. He's like, "How about a spin?"
It's just bad. I mean, I'm not really looking forward to seeing Fantastic Four First Steps because of who's in it. I'm tired of Pedro Pascal. I'm sorry. He's in fucking everything. It's like overkill.
Oh, someone put a meme that I saw like, "This is the year of Pedro Pascal," He's like, "Well, you want to go? Let's go to a movie. What do you want to see? I want to see this movie with Pedro Pascal. Okay, what about this movie with Pedro Pascal? How about this movie with Pedro Pascal?" And they're going from one poster to the next, and they go, "This one.
Right.
Oh, that's Superman."
No, he's like in 4 movies right now out. There's like 4 movies out with him, and this will be the 5th one. The guy playing Johnny Storm, great actor, but he's from Stranger Things. But I'm like, and then who plays Sue Storm? I can't look at her. I don't find her attractive. She has one eye bigger than the other. No, I'm sorry. No, thank you. And the Thing is going to be the Thing. So, and it's basically like the way the scenery, the cars and the buildings is very Incredibles. The car is like Mr. Incredible's car.
You can argue that it could be like the version of was supposed to be like the 1960s or Fantastic Four, but like it's like Batman. You
The
love
animated
Batman.
series?
No, the Tim Burton's Batman. But like if they did it in Metropolis, it's just much lighter looking.
Well, we'll see.
What
For
was
my
your
score,
score?
sorry, I didn't give a score. I would give it like you said 60. I think I match it with you, maybe 55, because it's not. I can't. I wasted time watching this,
Okay,
but not as much as I wasted time watching the 2015 version. Oh my god!
we'll
Oh
get
my
to that.
god! Is this worth the watch to you?
Honestly, no. I would have stopped at the first one, and you're like, "Don't just watch the second one." I'm like, "Cool."
Like I said, it's worth the watch for the Silver Surfer himself.
You can get that on YouTube.
Right. That's it. For everything else, not worth the watch.
Watch the animated series of Fantastic Four. You'll get a better story of a Silver Surfer.
Of course. And I agree. All right, guys, that is our marvelous review of 2007's Fantastic Four, The Rise of the Silver Surfer. Have you seen it? What was your favorite moment? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Until next time, we'll be the next time. I'm Angel.
I'm Adon.
Love you, bro.
Love you too.
Flame on.
Surf's up.